What is up, guys? Welcome back to jojochoMTG, and today we are going to be doing another little quick daily quest. As you can see here, my daily quest for today is to play 25 lands. Now, that seems pretty simple enough, but I made a deck just for around playing lands. Now, we're going to go through this deck tech really quick here and then get right into the action. So, today I chose for a Commander Brawl deck based around Azusa. Now, what she does is you can play 2 additional lands on each of your turns. She's a 3-drop 1/2. So it allows us to play many lands. We'll get this quest done probably in 1, maybe 2 games tops. Now, a lot of this is just built around getting more lands, getting the landfall triggers as much as possible through other cards and things like that, and casting really big spells because we have a lot of mana to do that with. So as you can see here, I got quite a bit of like really powerful spells, like Emrakul, of course. We got Vorinclex, Verdant Rejuvication. There's just a lot of big costing stuff, and then the rest of the deck is literally just built around getting those lands, getting those landfall triggers from things like Tireless Provisioner or Tireless Tracker, and then cycling through those. Now, one thing that is kind of weird that you see in a mono green deck, you don't normally see many colored or uncolored lands in a mono green. Now, the reason why we have so many is actually because we want multiple landfall triggers. So we have things like Broken Hideout, Courtyard, Escape Tunnel, Evolving Wilds, Misty Rainforest, a lot of fetch lands. The reason why we want those is because those will count as 2 land drops. They'll come in, they'll sacrifice themselves, and then they'll go find a land for us, bring it to the battlefield tapped, and that gives us another landfall trigger. So that's exactly what this deck is going for. Many lands as possible, cycling through them as possible. So yeah, let's see how it plays. Perfect, here we go. Okay, we're facing the Terran God of Bright. Now, I believe that's just a mono black deck based around making your opponent sacrifice things, and when they do that, you get to keep those things. That's what my opponent's deck is based around. Now, our opening hand here is actually pretty good. We can play an additional land with Azusa, which is great. We do have 2 forests. We don't have anything to fetch more lands, but if we can get... I do have a high number of lands in this deck, so I know we'll draw more, and be able to use Oracle Modiah to our full effect. Now, both of these kind of return lands from the graveyard, because we do have those sack lands. We don't have any in our hand, but I think this is still good to keep. We also have Sylvan Safekeeper to kind of protect certain creatures from our opponents by sacrificing our own lands. We can give Shroud, which we can just play back again with Runic Excavator. So this is allowing us to play Sacrifice and play back with additional lands will get us more landfall triggers. So we'll keep that hand. As we're facing right here. Yep, whenever the opponent sacrifices a non-token permanent or discards a permanent card, you may put that card on the battlefield under your control, if that's out, of course. So we gotta make sure to keep wary of that when we're sacrificing our own lands in this situation. If that Kai's out, he can just take the lands from us. We don't want that. Okay, started out playing Tiny Bones at the beginning. He's definitely gonna be swinging at me because he knows I'm probably not gonna block. He might actually just try killing it, but I'm just going to let him hit me with this. It's not... His passive isn't going to do much to me right now when I have nothing in my graveyard. Okay, perfect. So let's get the Azusa's mini journeys out. This will allow us to play additional land this turn. And when we have the once, we'll play that. Now, what we can do is use Bushwhack here to search our library for another basic land and put it into our hand. So let's grab that. We can't play it this turn, but that's fine. And then we're not going to be blocking with Sylvan Safekeeper, so we might as well just push out more damage since he can't block either. Boom. Okay, Gix Yawgmoth Praetor. So whenever that creature does combat damage to me, they lose a life and they get to draw a card. So he's going to get a draw free card here because of Tiny Bones being able to do damage to me. That's perfectly fine. Okay, so we're at 4 mana now. What I want to do is actually pull Oracle Modiah out. We can get another land drop if it was on the top, which is perfect for us. We got another second lands. We're at 5 land now versus his 3, so we're already 2 land ahead of him, which is great. I'm not going to need anything right now. If I need to, I might have to sacrifice a land to protect Oracle if he tries to kill it next turn, but we'll find out. He's already looking over at my Sylvan Safekeeper, so I'm pretty sure he is going to try to kill one or the other, but we'll find out here in a second. Okay, so he's hit us with the Torment of Scarabs. Makes it so that at the beginning of my upkeep, I have to lose 3 life unless I sacrifice a permanent or discard a card. So this will hurt over time, but I feel like if we can get a good enough life from the passive turn stuff, we should be fine. Now, do I want him to draw 2 more cards here? Either way, if I block any of these, my guys will die because he's a 1/1 death touch, and the 3/3 overpowers all my guys. So we're just going to let this go through. He's going to get to draw 2 cards, which is unfortunate, but I don't want to lose either of these guys right now. I will take the 3 life. Great, get that transformed. Now let's get the Nissa World Wakes out here. So that's going to make our forest tap for additional mana. We can play another forest here, and another one. Perfect. Okay, so now we have quite a bit. Now they do tap for 2 mana each, so we can play a lot of things right now. I think the smartest thing to get out right now might be actually just more blockers. I don't need Runecap Excavators. Oh wait, actually, let's play Azusa. We have a land on top of our library. She can play, we can play 2 additional lands because of her. Let's just keep playing more lands. Now we do have enough mana to cast him as well, so perfect. We can get a lot of guys out. We're at 8 mana right now, and with this doubling them, that's 16 mana already, which is huge. Now I will do her +1. We want to get her -8 going as soon as possible. So she untaps a land and makes a 3/3 for us, which is great. And we're not going to swing out, of course. We want our blockers right now. Now he does have 5 mana, so there is a chance that he could try to do a board wipe, but it looks like he's just going to get his God of Fright out. And he's not going to swing. Okay. I will take the 3 life again, because I know his commander's out. I don't want to give him free cards. Let's get another land. Another land. Another land. Another land. Yeah, we just played 4 lands because we have all these things giving us additional lands in each of our turns, which is crazy. So let's activate this land's ability here. I do sacrifice a permanent, she can take that, unfortunately, but I don't really care if she takes the Woodland Foothills. She won't be able to do anything with it anyways. Nice, look at the effect of it. So, here, we'll activate this so we can search our library for another forest card and put it on the battlefield. Which is great for us. Then it allows us to cast this guy from the grave now as a 13/13 because we got 13 lands, which is huge. I will put Conduit of Worlds out. We're not going to need this right now because we got nothing in our graveyard anyways, but it will allow us to cast non-land permanents from our graveyards. If I do this, he's going to be able to just take it. So don't really want to play that right now. What we will do, though, is just do her +1 again to untap another land, make him a 3/3 Vigilance. And then I think we can probably just end our turn there. Now, I can't attack with my Beanstalk Giant yet, so I'm just going to hold my time. The longer this goes on, the better for us, because we are letting Nissa get counters. And because of that, her -7 turns all my lands indestructible, and I can search my library for any number of forest cards, put them on the battlefield. So literally I can get all my forests, all 30 of them, put them out, and they're indestructible, which is great. Let's see what he decides to do here. They played a greedy Freebooter. 1/1, when it dies, he gets to scry 1 and create a treasure token. And he's playing Leon of the Veil. So he's going to make me sacrifice a creature right here, which he'll be able to just, in return, get back over to him. Now, the great thing about what he doesn't know is I can use my forests to sacrifice, and I think they'll come back to him as just a 3/3. It's just, you can just see my hand and maybe discard it. Woo. Oh, yeah, you can't even make discards for creature, enchantment, or planeswalker. Okay. Yep. Okay, so we saw that coming. Now,
I've always hated clouds.
I'm just going to give him a forest. Because it'll come back as just a land for him and not a creature. A land that he can't even use. So, perfect for us. I'm just going to lose 3 life. Great thing is we can actually play this now, so our land's going to tap for a significantly higher amount now. So, whenever I tap a basic land for mana, it produces 3 times that much, and these tap for double, so I can literally do 1 and get 5 mana, or I think 4, right? Yeah, 4 mana total from that, which is a lot of mana. Let's do her +1 again. Unfortunately, we don't have anything to dump all this mana on, or we would be able to do a lot more cool stuff, but that's fine. I don't think I have a way to shuffle my graveyard or anything in particular. Oh, I can use Escape Tunnel, so this will actually be good for us. He's probably going to take Escape Tunnel, but it'll actually allow at least my deck to be reshuffled, and there's a chance that I will get something better on top, or better for next turn. Now, having Spore Mound would be great, because it does have a good landfall, but I do have a lot of land out right now. I don't think we need a bunch of 1/1 Saplings as much. Okay, so he stole my Escape Tunnel and then played it, or used its trigger, which is perfectly fine. I can use my Escape Tunnel again, because he did that, and also search for it. He can take it again if he wants, it's totally fine. I'm just using this ability here to shuffle my deck pretty much, so I can see exactly what I want on top, and get a lot of land out. Okay, so he decided not to play it on my turn, because he probably saw what I was doing and didn't want me to do it again. Perfectly fine there. I think that's good for the turn. We are going to be swinging out with our Beanstalk Giant and a few other cards, because we don't want Liliana to keep doing what she's doing. So we're going to swing out with just a few of the land, as well as our Beanstalk Giant. He's probably going to block the Giant with his 1/1 Death Touch, which we saw that coming, of course, but we can also play it back with Conduit of Worlds, so I'm not too worried about it. Okay. We need to kill 2 of his things at least this way. We lose one of our lands, which we can play from the grave anyways. He will make us discard the Splendor Reclamation next turn. Not that big of a deal, though. Play that from the grave. I can activate this now to play him from the grave. Oh, it's if I haven't cast a spell this turn. Okay, well, we'll play it next turn. That's no big deal. And I believe that's everything, so we can call that a turn. As you can see here, we've already played 17, plus a few of the other sack lands. We're almost done with our quest already, with just this one battle. And it seems like it's going to be going for a bit longer, which is good for us. Exile target cards whenever you may play lands, cast spells from among them, exile without paying their mana cost. Okay, he gets 4 cards to top of my library he can play without paying their mana cost. And of course, they're not even that great. Go right ahead, sir. So Landfall Proliferate is actually really good for him because he has Liliana out and he could get the -6 with her unless I swing out next turn. So that will be priority. He's probably going to choose non-land from the Abundant Harvest. Yep. Which netted him a total of invasion. Okay. Now he can use these 2, Escape Tunnel and Woodland Foothills, to trigger Evolutionary Sage.
Don't overthink things.
Saw that coming. It's proliferating, so he's getting another counter on his Liliana. Gonna lose 3 life again. Okay, so I'm gonna activate this first and cast all of them just because I can. Putting those 2 creatures in my hand, and putting those 2 creatures on the battlefield. And then I get to cast a few of these. So we're gonna get some landfall triggers, which is great for us. This guy, I believe he untaps land, so we're gonna buff him for now when it comes to Grizzly Spine. Can I not play these from the grave? Interesting. Oh, I have to resolve this, of course. I probably should have done the tapped ones, but it's fine. You want my green lands? So take it. Perfectly fine. I'm not going to let that Liliana live for his next turn anyway, so... He's probably going to take it. Perfectly fine for him to do. I'm going to buff some of our other smaller guys as well, so we can make them effective blockers. He's going to take it. Fine, he's going to sacrifice again. The reason why I'm doing this is because it's actually gaining me life every time it goes off, even though he gets to use it too and get a bunch of land. I don't care if he gets a bunch of land, he has no cards in his hand. He's like, you're doing this again? He's probably not going to be happy with me. Yep, we're going to keep going. Keep on keeping on, sir. Okay, we're out of land drops that we can do now. So, this is where the fun begins. I'm going to use her -8 now because he did not kill her before I was able to do that.
Spring eternal.
So I'm going to choose every freaking forest on here. We're going to get them all out. Only 12 left. That's not that big of a deal. A lot of triggers. So, let's, we need to make our guys at least 5/5s for attention. So, we need to try to make some 5/5s here. Let's keep Suicide. That's all of them, I believe. Okay, now we have a lot of mana because of this, and we can use our... Can't use that yet, actually. So, let's just tap here. They don't tap for 8 more now because Nisa's not here, but we can actually activate a lot of our clues to draw cards. And when we draw cards, it's going to give Tireless Tracker more counters, which is even better. Ooh. If we had Splendid Reclamation in our hand still, Scape Shift would have been crazy. This might be really good right now to play because allows me to cast creature spells from the top of my library as long as I have 3 more creatures with different powers, which I have plenty of. Get the dragon out there, get the Hydra out here. Let's go. Search my library for a land, any land I want, which is great. Let's do a land that we can sacrifice, even though he's going to get 1 from it anyways. So I want 2 landfall triggers, of course. Yeah, let's do that. I'm conjuring 2 cards and then force into my hand. I think we'll just use the last mana here to draw a card. How can we still play? Oh, we have another land. Perfect. Zendikar recoil will be great. We might even scape shift it, just because we can. Okay, time for combat. Can't attack with these guys? Odd. Okay, we're all just going to swing on Liliana. So I have 4/5, a 6/7, a 5/5, 5/5, and a 5/5. So even if he blocks with all of them, we're going to get through. We're going to kill her if he blocks with all of his guys, but at least we can get her down below where she can't do her -6. It looks like he's just going to have her take it. It's fine. We got rid of her. He can't use her ultimate now.
Fine. I know when I'm not wanted.
Perfect. I would laugh so hard if he drew a land. He can definitely do Gix, Yawgmoth, Praetor again, though, for a lot of mana now. So we'll see. That's probably what he's going to do. Yep. Discard 1 card. Okay, so he gets my Spore Mound. That's not that big of a deal. And we're done. Very easy. So not a lot of those was playing lands, but we'll see. I'm pretty sure I still got the quest done. 19 of 25. Okay, we'll run in here, drop 6 lands real quick, call it a day. So it doesn't count if you search for them through other means. You have to actually play them from your hand to count towards the number of quests. So we just gotta play 6 lands, which is not that hard to do. And imagine if we had Scute Swarm last game, that would have been, whew. We've had thousands of Scutes. Going against a Rao Quickwit. Heal. Probably should have played Evolving Wilds first, but we don't have a 2-drop in our hand, so it's fine. We can just play this turn here. Boom. Deal. We're going to put Azusa out because we have another land to play. And we can keep her safe with Tamino's safekeeping. So. He's going to try to kill it with some kind of spell. Damn. Okay. Well, we got rid of a counter from his hand, as well as the Brainstorm, so we got 2 spells from him. We do lose our Azusa, but that's fine. Yee! Okay. Search our library for a land. This one won't count towards our lands, unfortunately. But we need more mana, so we can get Nisa's Vital Force out next turn. As long as he doesn't counter it, of course. Okay, he's got his commander out. I mean, this is great for us. So he's not going to have a counter in his hand that he can successfully survive through. So I will be able to play Nisa the Vital Force here. Actually, I'm going to tap this land, play this.
My elemental friend.
No attacks. He'll probably swing out with both of them next turn to attack Nisa, because he doesn't want me getting my -6, because that would just be crazy. but we'll see.
You get to be my protege today.
Not attacking. Wow. Okay, well then I get an
Please
emblem.
know that I tried. Fades.
It's crazy he let that go through.
I am confident this will work.
Life cannot be denied.
He countered the ability. That's insane. Of course he let it go through. It didn't matter to him. He was able to counter it. Wow. That sucks. And we're still missing one more land to play from our hand.
Thanks for the helping
unfortunately,
paw.
to complete the quest. So we're just playing until we get that land.
I can invent.
The one ring to all. Come on. Give me a land drop.
New world requires new strategies.
That's not a land drop. But we can use it to get rid of the one ring to rule them all. Oh, it's indestructible. I'm an idiot. This is going to take too long to get the one more land we need for the thing. So we're just going to move on from this. I think we didn't hit it. Oh, we did hit it, actually. Okay, cool. We're done. Awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching my cool Azusa deck. If you have any more questions, you want to see more of the deck, I can also post the deck tech anywhere. But yeah, thanks for watching. I hope to see you guys again.